Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. So, today I want to talk about ChatGPT. Now, I spoke about it in last video, I believe. Momentarily at least. So, I've got a little script here, although I'm not going to completely be on script, I tell you. So let's just get into this. Adjust the microphone and then boom. Now, so I'm sure you know by now the consequences of AI, right? Certainly do. In fact, I have known about the consequences of AI for a while now. For the past 2 years, I've essentially used it as if it were get a homework free card. That is a terrible plan. My apologies, this is just the first draft anyway, it's not going to be published. Probably not, at least. Now, before this break, I used ChatGPT nearly every single day. Every single one of them. So, it didn't really surprise me when I went on a clear out the other month. And I had about 2,000 chats. I didn't even touch 2025. Way too much in there. So that's between answering any question whatsoever, instead of just using Google, just writing my videos too. Thankfully I didn't use AI for this one, otherwise that'd be a bit embarrassing considering the title. Doing my homework and even my own story project. Now you'd think that for a story you wouldn't use AI because it's your story, but no. I used AI in my own story. Definitely not the smartest idea. Right, so, point is, you need to stop using AI. And I'll tell you why. So, if you use AI, you probably have this brain fog, like I have had in the past. Because AI, I'd put a metaphor as like, it's a bit like food. Thoughts instead of food. So you got regular food, organic, all that stuff, natural food, which in this case is thought. Now that's all good, and then you've got processed ingredients, which is like other people's answers. And then you've got processed thoughts, which is Google and stuff like that. And then there's AI, which is essentially just completely handing over your thoughts to a machine. Ultra processed thought, I call it, similar to ultra processed food, because there's no real thought in it, just as there's no real food in ultra processed food. So we need to stop using AI. Because it is stealing your own brain, degrading it. and it has degraded my mind too. So let me tell you about my homework experience, because it's quite bad. So, as you know, ChatGPT has been around since, I think it's September or November of 2022, and when it was all the hype, I started using it. The first chat that I ever did was to figure out a classwork question, and it is incredibly stupid. Now, when I went out on Clear, I discovered just how much homework I did with the help of ChatGPT. It was abysmal. Like, truly terrible. Practically every assignment I have done in the past 2 years has been written by either ChatGPT or Gemini, and then it's refined on, well, I discovered this later, but humanized on those humanization websites and the AI detector websites. I wish I never found out what ChatGPT was, but here we are 2 years later. I failed one course because of it. Practically every single one of my homework pieces, I didn't write a word of it for 2 years. I might be a stupid story, but I feel like this is how a lot of it is going down. It might just be me, but it probably isn't. You see, the problem is with ultra-processed thought, such as AI, is that it isn't yours. Every time you let something else think for you, it reduces your own capacity to think for yourself. Now, I discovered that the hard way. Well, maybe not the hard way, but like, this table's unstable. There we go. Until a bit ago, couldn't actually produce raw thought without using the help of AI. Just think about that. I could not think at all. No, worse, I could not read the assignments. I was incapable of reading my classwork assignments. I needed AI to break it down for me because my eyes glazed over the words, incapable of reading them. Sure, I could read them, but I couldn't read them. Seeing the words and understanding the words are two different things. I was fully incapable of understanding my assignments because I hadn't done a single one of them. My brain was deconstructed. There was someone else in the script I wanted to talk about too, but alright, it was something about an AI takeover. I didn't really develop on it much actually, but an AI takeover. So, a lot of us in the past have pictured the AI takeover as a world war or something. Terminator. But I feel like we're going to a more Brave New World scenario, where we get so comfortable, with the technology that we stop doing anything for ourselves, or worse, we rely on it. Now, I do believe there is a difference between not doing anything yourself and relying on it. One is laziness and one is disability. The mental disability of thinking due to overuse of artificial intelligence. Now imagine an AI taking over, not by malicious intent, but constant use. It's like a drug. Might be really bad to say, but if you use AI more than a few times a week, it is a drug. Thank goodness I deleted most of my chats, and thank goodness I erased ChatGPT off of my laptop and my phone. This thing, it doesn't have ChatGPT anymore. Let me just check if this is active. Yeah, good. So I have 2 extensions on my laptop in which block ChatGPT. They're called Screen Time and Stay Focused. You've probably heard of Stay Focused before. And there's its twin to Stay Focused, which is Stay Free. Now, it's got in-app blocking for loads of different things. Goodness, this thing has a lot of in-app blocking actually. I haven't actually looked at the in-app blocking for Stay Free before. I've only just looked at it. Now, it doesn't have in-app blocking for... It doesn't actually have in-app blocking for ChatGPT. I didn't look at it before actually. but it does track things just like the other two. And I'm just currently blocking everything. That is going to help in the future, I think. But anyway, while I just quickly do this is only going to take a couple more seconds, thankfully. I am going to talk about how to stop AI from taking over your mind. Right, I have just blocked everything, and I'm very glad I've just activated that. Okay, well now I have 3 blockers. Plus, by the way, this is just a side tangent, but I've also got 2 YouTube blockers, as well as YouTube being blocked on Stay Free, Stay Focused and Screen Time. So yay! Brandon, come on. So, this can actually go away now. If I just move my laptop over there, I can... Yay. This is a little more intimidating. Here we go. So, well, of course, what I've just demonstrated here, the first thing is just block it. Completely block it. Sign out of ChatGPT and whatever other AIs you're using. Sign out completely. And then download a couple of blockers and block ChatGPT and other AIs. Because AIs are a massive scourge and they ravage your mind without even noticing it. I didn't notice it for a long while. So that's why the table isn't stable. Anyway, you've just got to erase AI from the platform. And then you have got to start using your noggin, eh? You've got to start using your brain. As I haven't started to use mine. Obviously I'm still stupid, but I have been using my brain now, which is improvement. 17 minutes, god damn. I didn't actually develop any part after the script. I'm just completely going to the script now, so my apologies. So if you, for some reason, can't get off AI, perhaps you need it, I would say avoid using it for anything that is vital. Now, if you use AI for everything, that's a bad thing. If you use AI for doing your homework, that's a bad thing. I think the only reason why you should use AI is if your life depended on it. No, I'm joking, but... point is, don't use AI to... how would I put it? Don't use AI at the detriment of your own brain. If your brain can do it, don't use AI. Use Google instead of AI. And please, for the love of God, turn off that AI section on Google. It is a brain killer. I hate it so much. I have no idea why they do it. They already have Gemini. Why do I need a... tangent? My apologies. So, if you feel like your brain is slowing down due to the use of AI, make sure that it is due to the use of AI, then stop using it, because you don't really get much benefit from AI. You only really get detriment. My brain is still recovering from AI, actually, and it's been ages. And even still, I go back on it from time to time, but thank goodness. Let's check my AI screen time, because I've just been on holiday, so I can only check the past couple of days. Load. 26 minutes, although some of that was idle. Yesterday, 19 minutes 48. I'm still doing yesterday. I slipped up on the 7th. Sorry, it's not the 7th today. I slipped up on Monday, 2 days ago. ChatGPT, I used it 2 hours and 46 minutes. That was extremely disappointing. And I got back on Sunday. Let's see if I used it 31 minutes. Point is, it's been bad the past couple of days because I've only just got back and my brain is just dousing itself in entertainment. So that's coming up to the end of my video, really. I didn't exactly plan to talk this long. But I do believe it is necessary that we need to talk about AI, because AI is a problem. Everybody, most people know it. And I need you to know about it too, so you don't get the same problem I do. So to recap, don't use AI. Don't be an idiot when using AI. Try to use Google instead of AI if you need to ask a question. AI is not convenience, it's a mind killer. And that's the start of a 20 minutes long video, because I always jabber on about it and pause and go on tangents. So, goodbye, and make the most of every day and have a wonderful life. Bye bye.